Boom. Welcome to Grown Dad Business. Happy 2022. That sounds like a year from a movie that you were like, you remember that movie that takes place in 2022? We're here, guys. We're here. Look how my bangs are slapping around. New haircut for 2022. Holler at your boy Shambones. Speaking of Shambones haircuts, at the Byron Street Barbershop, bringing in another haircut fellow, Aaron Crothers. Do you like that? I introed you by telling everybody we get our haircut by the same comedian at the same barbershop.
Yeah, I mean, it does a pretty good job. I mean, look at the height.
Yeah. Look, this is. I'm going to be honest with you. Our comedy friend Shannon Norman cuts our hair. Full disclosure, Bryant Street Barbershop or Byron, whichever way I say it. But it's Bryant.
See, this is messing me up, man, because
now you don't know.
The StreamYard thing, like it doesn't do like the mirror image. It does the so I'm looking at my hands on the opposite side. I keep parting my hair wrong. It's gonna be great for the people that are Patreon, but those of you guys that are just listening are just gonna hear the sound of fingers faintly wrestling through hair with a bit too much product in it.
It sounds sexy. It sounds like you can order that. You can order. That's a menu item on OnlyFans. Running fingers through my hair.
I think that
$4.99. I only know that apparently everyone can buy anything on there. I guess I don't know.
Is it more than what I assume that it's for?
Yeah, I mean of course it's for wieners and boobs, guys.
Well, yeah, but is it from? I guess is there more of a community on there? I'm just not sure.
I have no idea. I just referenced something that I thought I knew about. Everyone now is like, yeah, right, dude. It's been a long pandemic. Once again, everyone thinks that, I have money for stuff like OnlyFans and drugs and pleasure. And, this is all I ask for Christmas and birthdays is movie posters. But anyway, 2022, bro. Wanted to chat it up. This is the bestest. Well, I'll say, you know what? I can't even say bestest. It's the bestish, because everything has an asterisk this year, doesn't it?
I think everything's had an asterisk since like 2016, personally. But
I mean, I know there's always a fly in the ointment.
Yeah, it's been the darkest timeline for about 6, almost 7 years now. So
yeah, there's some bright sides, Yeah.
Oh, do I know this cup?
Is this? I'm showing a Boba Fett cup. That's the bright side, or is it the drink in it? I have no idea. But yeah, it's bestest and worstest, bestish and worstest of 2021.
Bestish and worstest.
Yeah, and you know what? I try to think of a lot of stuff. I forgot all kinds of stuff, bro.
It all runs together. Like half the time when I'm sitting here thinking about like best and worst of this last year, half this stuff happened like almost 2 years ago.
I think I wrote down a best picture from 2018. So that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, dude. I just want to say, if anyone's streaming this live, thanks so much for viewing. You got to check out when I'm streaming live, or if you belong to Patreon, you'll find out when we're streaming live beforehand, so you could watch that evening. So, hi, friends. And boom, we're doing it. Before we start, oh, look at this. Let me crack it, baby. Let's crack it. Hold on. I can crack it. Dads to the death.
To the death. We'll get our sponsorship
someday. Boom.
Granddad Business with Aaron Kleiber. That's my dad. Hello, underpants. That is hilarious. You should mouth, dude. Rate and review this podcast or my daddy will go into a deep depression. Going down business with Aaron Kleiber.
Boom.
Yeah.
Welcome to Grown Down Business. Guys, thanks for, if you're watching live, Facebook, Twitter, YouTubes, thank you so much for being here. And you can find out on Patreon when you can watch live. Also, you get exclusive clips on Patreon. Patreon.com/Aaron Kleiber. You guys can it's like sponsoring a child. Only go sponsor a child and then come and sponsor me. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying, Krov? You know what I mean?
Fair.
That's all I'm saying. But no, I actually have some really great content coming out this year. 2022 is different, bro. I'm going to work. I got lots of clips coming out, some short stuff, funny stuff. Yes. Patreon.com/Aaron Kleiber is going to be a ton of stuff on there. So yeah, help sponsor this young boy. Okay. I don't know what to say anymore. It's like, look, if how much money do you give to streaming services? You know what I mean? Give a boy $1 an episode. What are you gonna? Come on, give the boy $1 an episode. Also, shout out to one of my amazing partners, Penn's Choice CBD, non-psychoactive. Relax. Go get your medical card in Pennsylvania. Relax. Okay. You don't need it. You don't need it for Penn's Choice CBD. Go check them out. I've described them before. They have all kinds of stuff. If you're into that, go check it out. You're not going to get high out of your Cheech and Chong in mind, okay? And there's stuff for pets and for the bath, not just stuff you can smoke. Check it out, penschoice.com. And Penn's Reserve, you can save 20%. Grown ass, all one word, grown ass. That's right.
My dog is a daily user.
Bro, that's right. I just some of my friends on my podcast, like the Patreon listeners, they got a gift box that included stuff from Penn's Choice. There was I don't even remember what else was in there. There was magnets, there was soap. Oh, there was soap. From Pip and Lola's Holler, Homestead, locally owned. What else was in there? Oh my gosh. I can't remember now. But anyway, yeah, bro. Pet CBD.
Oh, he loves it. Indiana loves it, man. He loves it.
Chillin', bro.
It's bacon flavored.
Bacon flavor CBD for the pets.
Ask me how I know.
We all tried.
Says it on the label, man.
Oh, okay. I was about to say we've all tried breast milk, bro.
Well, no, I did.
Cool.
I did try a dog biscuit once, or a cookie I got from Petco for Indiana, because I had a suspicion that it was just a normal cookie, and I was right. It was a normal cookie. It was like a red and green Oreo. I felt like that I paid a lot of money for when I could have gone down and got a Hydrox from Aldi. But anyway, I digress. CBD for your dog. It's great.
I mean, that's all you need to know.
My dog used to be as uptight as I am.
I know. Oh, boom. Boom. Little daytime CBG, baby. Anyway, dude, I'll say, first off, Bestish and Worstest. Bestish is, honestly, everyone support me on Patreon. Good water. And let me just start off with the end of the year, bro. I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk about like movies and music a little bit, but first I have to start off with celebrating holiday season with a little Boba Fett on Disney Plus.
That was good.
Bestish.
It was real good.
Real good.
I would go so far as to give the new Boba Fett Bestish est.
Yeah, dude. Now listen.
Say that Hawkeye was Bestish. Boba Fett, so far one episode in, Bestish est. Listen,
I've been making fun of Hawkeye for a decade, okay? I don't know how a guy with a bow and arrow is still alive. All right? I don't know how. He wasn't even brought up in a Russian spy slave organization like Black Widow, okay? Like assassin slave women, okay? He just like it was a normal dude. But I tell you what, they no spoilers. I feel like they gave him a little bit of the Batman treatment. Hot take?
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't
They
disagree.
gave him a thing.
They gave him something. I mean, like he was always kind of like the I don't know how to say it. Like it was like the token human,
Yeah, he
right?
was like the token. He was like the
Like
token T-ball coach that
like
came with him.
I
Like, all
know
right,
that
guys,
there were other humans
I'll be up here.
in the Avengers, but the other humans were, a Black Widow trained assassin
A billionaire,
and Tony Stark
a
and
genius, a
like
magician.
yeah, they're all something like there's absolutely nothing as Hawkeye kind of proved, and it's almost kind of one of the awesome things about it is that it was a very it was still like a comic book story. It was still out there. It was still big, but it was
Oh
kind
yeah.
of like a more human story. There's no Chitauri flying through. Well, maybe at the beginning, but there's no evil like purple dude
Mhm.
like trying to erase half the life in the universe. There's just some bad guys doing some bad things and a couple of kick-ass people doing some kick-ass
It's
things with
good.
bows and arrows. It was
They're
great.
killing it. Disney
Yeah,
Marvel's killing it.
killing it.
Um, Killing it. Look, I'm gonna mark stuff off because I had to write stuff down. What are you kidding me? Like, I gotta
Well, I feel
remember
like
this
we
shit.
skipped Boba Fett to talk about Hawkeye because Hawkeye kind of came out of nowhere
Yeah, that's
as
true.
as a contender for
You're
2021.
100% true. We were just like, nah, let's check out let's check out Hawkeye. We were like, okay, oh, this is good. Yeah, my kids loved it.
Yeah,
Oh,
really, it really read like a
no,
comic book.
and you're right, and no spoilers, but my girls really liked it. Really, pretty amazing female hero emerging. So little reminded me of a Robin, maybe. Oh, that's where I
Man,
got
you're
a little
gonna
Batman too, huh?
keep going back into the. Got to always
Huh?
bring up the bat. The
I'm just
bat.
saying.
He's ever present.
I'm just saying. Um, well, dude, first off, I'm gonna keep going backwards. Bestish, Christmas gifts were pretty rad. Christmas gifts, pretty rad. Very excited. Some of my friends, amazing. I mean, you know who you are, okay? But I want to point out this right here in my room right now. Very funny best friend, my comedy sister, Missy Moreno, got me a light up vintage Santa because I wanted one so bad. And yeah, it's indoors right now. It's cold out, guys. What are you, crazy? It's 29 degrees here. Okay? We're not
That
putting him outside.
that's the kind of thing that you can keep lit in a room year round.
Yeah, it's great. It's he watches over us like the Christ child. So uh Santa's doing it for us. You know what else too? But this week, yeah, tonight and this week, one of the other gifts that we got plenty of that I think the pandemic, got us into this was games. My kids are straight up gamers now. Like we went and we got the we I got them Settlers of Catan Junior. Nerd alert. I don't know if anybody's into that. There's about 6 dads listening right now, like, oh, I got custom pieces. Oh, yeah. It's a
I've got miniature wheat.
yeah, dude.
Some miniature wheats.
I painted some ore this weekend. So it's just one of those things where we're always looking up games that we can play as a family, especially over the pandemic. You get them delivered from Amazon, right? And I started looking up like games that are supposed to be, great for intelligence building for like teens, young kids. And Settlers of Catan, of course, is one of those top games. And so I got the junior. They're going nuts for it. We love it. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's great. It's pirates, not exactly all of Catan, but you get it. That's really dope. And I'm not just giving out shout outs to products. My Amazon list is in the it's not. Uh, and then tonight we just played for the second time. It's a game that I wanted for a long time. It's the Universal Monsters game. and it's like a gamer's game. Like you get like points and items and stuff like that. And they got the little monsters all over the board. And it was a blast. Tonight we defeated Dracula and Frankenstein's bride. It was great. So much fun.
Nice.
So we've been gaming, dude. A lot of other games. I can name like 100 games we're playing now. But those are the ones we're like really into this week after Christmas. And even the little one, she don't even know what's happening, but she's like, I'm Dracula. We're like, okay, but whatever. It's fun. Yeah, dude.
See, it's got to be nice, like when you've got 5 people, you can really play a game.
Oh yeah,
like you can really like like the over here we haven't graduated to a lot of the bigger games because there's just 3 of us.
Sure.
And that's really not. It usually doesn't meet the minimum for like the cool things. So we still are playing a lot of like Guess Who.
Yeah, dude.
Well, although Molly has taken to like, you want to talk. This is a whole different level, like a different type of nerd. Molly has taken to Monopoly.
My kids, they all hit at an age where they're like, let's play Monopoly like twice a week.
Yeah,
and then you have to leave the board on the table and not move anything.
Here's the problem. I would put this in my worstest column. Suzanne loves Monopoly too. So now I got a 7-year-old and my wife, and they love playing Monopoly. And I'm not going to say no to both of them.
Sure, I mean, you're the only one left.
It's going to end poorly for me.
Yeah, you just be sitting there sad watching them have a good time bonding.
Yeah, but then I join and ruin it for everyone.
Yeah, I know. You're like, actually, the hotels.
Oh no! You can. It's
That's
like
me.
It's like I would rather pull nose hairs out. Play Monopoly.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. And that, dude, that's a great worstest thing is that, yeah, we got a lot of games too that like are annoying as hell, bro. Like, there's one that they love that's basically taboo. Like you like remember that like you can't do the thing. Well, you know what? That's like it makes you crazy, especially with playing with little kids. So there's certain games, yeah, Monopoly, dude. Yeah. That's like the one thing we got. I mean, along that with puzzles too, dude. Our wives, puzzle chicks, dude. Turns out we married a bunch of puzzle chicks.
Yeah, but that's okay because when we go on vacation together, we throw giant puzzles at them, and all of them and the kids sit around the table.
Bye.
And it leaves you and me time to talk about this Sonos system is really interesting.
Or to run out and get pepperoni rolls in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
So
that's on my best. My best was vacations this year. Like some vacations where you go someplace and you're really limited as to what you can do because of the pandemic.
Well, yeah.
Have been really great. Like,
yeah, I couldn't afford to take my family to pandemic Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, just how about a cabin in the woods?
Yeah, and it's great. It's great.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best. No, that's a good one.
Like where you're forced to just kind of relax and have a vacation.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Yeah, that was dope. I was trying to think, just even with gifts, like I think I've said this over the last year. I don't know. 2021 now, Christmas is even bigger now.
Oh yeah.
Like because of Christmas 2020, we just went crazy with Christmas and just like every room now. I have a Christmas tree next to Santa. You can't really see it. There's like there's how many full-size Christmas trees I told you in my house. But I said before, that's one thing I don't regret Christmas getting a little bit bigger in my house. It's fun as hell. You know what I mean? Like every room is filled with cheer. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it got bigger. It got bigger because you actually have the time to concentrate on it when you aren't obligated to a bajillion things.
That's true.
When your kids don't have to go to a million performances,
concerts and
like
dance recitals,
and all these things that are around the holidays.
Corporate Christmas shows.
Yeah, like it gets a little out of hand. Like I love a good Christmas gathering and like a Christmas event, but they don't have to be 3 a week. True. I think we've gotten a little, I would personally like to go back to like half of what we were doing. I'll give the world half
I mean,
of what we were doing before the pandemic, but I don't want to go back to everything else.
I get, yeah,
Because mainly because things like that, like we got to spend a big amount of time on Christmas. It wasn't stressful because we got to kind of.
it did feel. I guess a lot of people too. I mean, we were pretty good about it. We have small groups of people, but like, I guess the worstest part is not a lot of people could see like family and friends. You know what I mean? Like that's still a thing. Um, we had a family party and we had a like a 16-person family party in a social hall for like 400. That's how we did it. I mean, you know what I mean? Not a bad idea, huh? Makes you feel like you're rich. You're like, we rented this hall for you. They let us borrow it.
See, it's easy for me to forget that because like we've got a small immediate family,
Right.
right? So it's not been as impactful as far as that stuff goes,
Right.
but that has got the fact that that's still a thing is just it makes me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else, but I tell you what though, like people got closer. You know what I mean? I'm able to go on vacation with people. You got to like each other. But yeah, I guess getting closer with your close friends. You know what I mean? And the worstest part is that you lost some friends. Like there's people that I don't talk too much anymore. It's just people had to take care of stuff. I had to take care of stuff. You know what I mean? Like you feel bad, but you only have so many, people you can touch. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
really, if that makes any sense. Like you just, you know, um, because it's like everyone was finding that's another bestish thing, is that everybody's time was occupied, doing other things, like whether it's adapting from working from home for almost a whole year or people going back to work and dealing with that shit. You know what I mean? I didn't have to do all that. But I'm thankful for like Bestish, new ventures and skills that I had, right? There's
Yeah.
definitely stuff that everybody picked up.
You I was surprised. Got to be honest with you. I was surprised at the level of skills you had that I did not know about.
Oh, yeah, people don't know. Like I flipped a couple houses with my friend John Pitcher. You may have heard of on the Pittsburgh Home Show episode. By the way, the guy who created the Pittsburgh Home Show, John, great dude. He passed away right after the new year. And he created the Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show, which is like an amazing, fun thing. A lot of cities have them, but yeah, had us there. Speaking of John Pitcher, anyway, but yeah, John Pitcher, he's been on before, and he's like a master carpenter, crazy talented. Is a builder on movies and foreman and stuff like that. And I flipped some houses with him. I knew how to do a couple things, and that was an interesting venture to learn. Like I said, I also learned that my body no longer wants to flip houses.
Yeah, but I mean, like that aside though, like I loved getting texts from you that were just like, yo, look at this wall. I built that shit.
Yeah, there was a time where I was excited for a while because that's the thing, like with new stuff, like like people learning new skills. I learned a lot of shit from this dude. That I come to my house now and stuff that I thought I even knew how to do. I'm like, oh, I know how to really do this now. Like I'm excited. And now I have all these projects on my list at my house. That's the problem. If you ever know any really good contractors or carpenters, their house is like half of it has siding, like the sliding glass doors in the back like doesn't have insulation around it, like it's half put in, like every
constant state of work
it's
because
constantly
they just don't want to deal with it there.
Yes.
Like,
oh, we watched a great movie this year. Speaking of movies, it was a kids movie. Oh damn, what was it on was it on HBO? Oh, it reminded me of Oh, it was the 8-bit Christmas, dude. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't. I thought about it.
Oh, I know it's might be too past your time. Families, watch 8-bit Christmas, starring Doogie Howser. Sorry, that's what we call him. And Neil Patrick Harris. Um, and it's about him. It's like it's no spoilers, really. It's like it's in the form of Princess Bride, where he's like telling his daughter a tale, like a story about how he got a Nintendo, and it's all like takes place in 1989. So we love that now. Nostalgia is what it's so much fun.
Wait, didn't you have to get your Nintendo through hijinks?
I did.
Because that's how I got mine.
I did.
Some major hijinks.
I did. My grandma thought my mom threw it in a dumpster, and my grandma tried to climb in a dumpster and go get it.
Oh, so like
Oh,
you're not
in
just being funny. You're telling the true story.
in an alley in Carrick. Yeah, my grandma was climbing in dumpsters in an alley in Carrick. What you know about her? She thought my main present was thrown away. Yeah, dude. So anyway, this whole dude, that's how I go on these whole tangents. That movie, his dad growing up was this carpenter, and it's very funny. Like my kids would be like looking at me and be like, "Hey, look, that wall's not done," and he would always have like a tool belt on doing something. Very funny. Go watch 8-bit Christmas. It's very funny because right now there's no steps to my basement, and also half of my basement is concreted. I need to paint there's so many things. I have a closet that has plumbing. So, lots of projects, bro, but lots of new skills. I'm excited, little bit by little bit. That's how you do it.
A closet that has plumbing?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm.
That's called a bathroom.
Yeah, well, not when it doesn't have a sink and a toilet attached to it. It doesn't.
Well, that's called an unfinished bathroom.
That's right. It's plumbed in. It's plumbed in.
You know what you do, man? You put a second set of second washer and dryer in there. Like do a washer dryer stack.
That's what it was.
You can get double.
That's what it was.
Is that what it was in there?
So it was. My house used to be like 3 apartments,
mm-hmm.
And that's why there's plumbing up there, because there used to be a second floor laundry room up there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Yeah, isn't that nice? So new stuff going on. Whatever. Yeah, new stuff. I mean, I had to do all kinds of things. Did that, and working on some content. Like I said, short stuff, maybe some fun stuff. I'll have more to talk about it. Got a lot of moving parts, a lot of big things happening. I just know that I won't be out doing stand-up probably 45 weeks a year. So that's good. Nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Do my favorite spots. You know what I mean? Oh, I was gonna ask, I guess part of that is like one of my hobbies, now is like fixing up my house, because tomorrow I'm probably gonna concrete my basement. But more. But like what new skills? You know what I mean? Like, did you learn any new skills, dude? Did you get into anything new? You've been doing I don't know if anybody knows, you've been doing a lot of art. A lot.
Yeah, I guess
I don't even know. I can't even tell people your Instagram handle because it's like a French swear word. I don't even know what it is. No.
I'll we'll
How do you say it?
We'll put it. You'll just it's God. It's see, if I say it when I read it, I'm like, oh, that's clever. If I say it out loud, I'm like, oh, you're a douchebag. So
go ahead.
It's ceci n'est pas un Insta, and it's French for this is not an Instagram. And it's from this absurd painting that I like. It's a picture of a pipe, and it says "Ceci n'est pas un pipe" written underneath it, and this is not a pipe.
Not a pipe.
And it's just raises the question of representation versus presentation. And I don't feel like your podcast. I feel like you're actively losing listeners.
Yeah, no, people turn it off right now.
Like people I'm sure you see some numbers.
You did a lot of art.
Taken down. You're the one that made me talk about it.
I know. It's okay. You did a lot. You do a lot of art.
Yeah, it's not.
You can find them.
It's pictures of Boba Fett. Like
it's fun. It's fun. People can find it.
Well, it's tagged. I'm tagged in the episodes.
Yeah, dude.
You can find it there.
Yeah, always. Dude, I think a lot of my I guess being handy along with, I guess, like being interested in a lot of old stuff already. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It made me tinker with a lot of things that I had. For those of you, I might have told you that my aunt passed away, and she had a ton of antique items and things like that, and so I was just super inspired by, like, how many things she was surrounded by, and like how cool some of this stuff was. And I was like, oh, I like old stuff too, and I have a bunch of old stuff. And so um one of the things that my mom gave to me was her old record player, which was pretty dope, which is, you may have seen me play it. It's back there. This thing was completely like grinded down to a halt, full of like cigarette tar, and all of the grease was like hardened, like, I mean, like sugar daddies. Like, it was rock hard.
That's so gross.
Dude, it was literally like, what is it? Like, I was just wiping like it with wipes and alcohol, and like, this is nerdy dad stuff. So, but you're on the right podcast. Uh, but restoring a record player was super tedious. Of course, I found a YouTube video for this 1971 record player. Of course I did. Of course. And I must have, people probably thought I was a psychopath when they were like, he's literally watching repair videos for hours. Well, yep, that's right. But I did it. And that was like one thing where I'm like, wow, like I cleaned it. I mean, every inch of it, it works amazing. And then I had like other old stuff, like I had this old toy revolver, and I'm like, let me shine this up with my Dremel, like I started messing with stuff. And then I have, an old bug zapper from like, 1952. And I'm like, I'm going to clean this up. I started getting into that stuff. I
Well,
kind of like it.
you restored that old pool cart, like that.
Oh yeah, the trailer. That's right.
Yeah, that thing was cool. That vintage, like
It's a tractor cart. Yeah. Yeah, I restored that. Yeah, that was a big one. That was
Can you pull
right.
that behind your riding mower?
I can.
So, like, you know what you do? What you need
Hay
to do?
rides.
Yeah, well, you need to do when you cut those plants in front of your house every year in that giant pile, you can pull it in the back of that. And what we'll do is we'll grade out a small road up the side of your house around back. We can do that, right? Just like grade out, like build a road
Yes.
up there for you. That's in your set of skills, right?
Yes. Yeah, dude. So that stuff's been like, I'm like, I kind of want to do more of that stuff. Then I find out people film it and put it on YouTube and get millions of views. What am I even doing? I could film myself sanding down an old revolver, an old cowboy toy revolver. 5 million views. Well, true story.
I mean, I'll film that for you.
I'm saying, I might just start doing that. New content, guys. Do you want me to film restoration of a 70-year-old bug lamp? I
don't
know.
It sounds to me like you could probably make that hilarious, though.
But I know, I say that and people are like, "Are you for real?" Cuz that is, I'm telling you, it's hot. It's hot. I'm telling you, people love it. It's a hot ticket item. Millions of views. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, well, that's one of my new hobbies, bro. I like it.
I think it's cool.
You know what else we've been doing? We've been coloring a lot too. Like, just coloring with my kids. Like, a lot of art. And it's like, I like that this kind of stuff has like stayed with us. You know what I mean? Like, after the pandemic, like, like all the art we're doing, right? You're doing that way more now.
Yeah, we're doing
like
that.
I said.
Yeah, we're doing a lot. Like over Christmas, one of the things that we did is we would do like, every night. We ordered off of Amazon and I think picked some up at Michael's and stuff. Those little cheapo, like 25 cents a pop, like wooden ornaments. Like,
oh yeah,
wooden,
we did tons of those. Yeah.
Ornaments and stuff. Got some paint markers and a big mat that fits our coffee table. And we would just sit and watch Christmas movies and paint snowflakes and interesting patterns and stuff and everything. And we had like 40 of them by the end of the holidays, and we put them in a box, and I think we're going to send them out with Christmas cards next year, because
Oh,
like that's
dude,
they're cool.
you guys made you made a homemade Christmas card. It was a picture of the Christmas unicorn. All blessings up to the Christmas unicorn,
Yeah,
who will slaughter you if you do not leave it. Carrots, hay, and glitter.
yeah. Like when Molly drew it, I was like, that's cute. And when she told me the backstory about the slaughter, I just I didn't know what to think.
Yeah, the Christmas unicorn was cute. What did I want to tell you? Oh my gosh, it made me think of something. Anyway, yeah, dude, we did so much art and just stuff sticking with us. Like for the record player, holler at my boy once again, my barber Shannon Norman. Super big record collector, always a guy I can ask about records. We talk about records. I'm not leaving you out. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
no, but
Just
he is a vinyl buddy of mine as well.
he's a connoisseur, man.
He's got a
And
good collection.
he inspired me to start, acquiring some of the records I like, and now it's like a thing. I know I sound like an old grown ass dad, but that's who I am. It's like this is a fun thing, man. I have not been able to do that with any of the records that I've loved, and now that I can kind of like trade some and get them like playing on an old player, it's rad, man. I like it. I can't play my 2 Live Crew album that I just got, but we'll save it for the next New Year's Eve party. I don't know. Should I start DJing New Year's Eve parties again? I used to do that.
Only if you do it with vinyl.
Club Kleiber, dude, I don't have enough records. There's no way. I'd go crazy. My OCD mind, I'd be like, I need this song right now. I don't have the record. I'm gonna kill myself. Dude, I tell you what. Once I went digital DJ, I started DJing with CDs. Dude, that was. I mean, it was like, and then once you went digital, it was like, what? This is amazing. But then it lost it. It once everybody was able to just stream any song they wanted. See, I had to acquire digital songs for a while. Like I had to download them on LimeWire. Don't tell on me. Don't judge me.
And then use your Winamp.
Yeah, bro.
Winamp to make
Dude,
playlists.
I did use Winamp for a while. I think in college I used Winamp. Dude, when Winamp added Crossfader, dude, we just lost 10 listeners right now.
No. Here's the thing. We won't go off on a tangent. We'll go back to the bestest and worstest of 2021. But
because we got to close out with music and movies.
Shout out to Winamp, the best audio interface on any computer ever.
Not gonna lie, bro.
Ever.
Not gonna lie. Yeah.
Ever.
I DJ'd with that, and then believe it or not, when iTunes first came out, I DJ'd with iTunes a little bit. I was like, this is great. This is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess other than that, like I guess other than that, the best-ish is comedy. Comedy is the best-ish and worstest right now. It's weird. Like a lot of people think comedy's back, but it's not. For me, 2021 was a weird year of comedy. I mean, I got to return to comedy. I got to go back on the road a couple dates, but not as much as some comics. Some comics are not out at all. But I try to play it cool, you know what I mean? And my comedy album reached a lot of people. So that was cool. It's regular rotation on SiriusXM. 2021, got my first check ever for, SiriusXM. That's rad. Just stuff like that. But, I didn't get to tour much, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, but 2021 did some virtual comedy. My friend Helen Wildy. We did some streaming comedy, arcade with the outdoor shows, and just being able to go back to the improv and start up a new show. And, it's just 2022. It's still like, you're still like, I don't know.
It's still up in the air.
Dude, I had friends, New Year's Eve shows canceled, where people are canceling shows now. I mean, everyone getting sick over the holidays. I'm like, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm cool. Look at this. Boom. I'm producing a TV show. Boom. Straight from my house. You know what I mean? So who knows? It's a little weird, man. Comedy's weird, but we'll see what happens. I know I'm planning on getting out I'm already booking dates. I'm already at a Funny Bone. I'm at the Des Moines Funny Bone February 18th and 19th with my friend Jessica Michelle Singleton. Hilarious. Also been a guest on Grown Dad Business. So, I'm excited to, keep trying to go out and do comedy. But, yeah. It's a weird year, dude. It's a weird year. We thought 2020 was weird. Isn't that wild?
I think it was just kind of lead up to this.
Dude,
It was lead
2020
up
was
to-
just, it was like the prologue. And then 2021 is Empire Strikes Back, bro. We don't even know what's going to happen. We don't know. Return of the Jedi's coming. Who knows what's going to happen? Hey, speaking of, we already mentioned Boba Fett. Movies and music, dude, of 2021. I'm going to be honest. This was really hard. I feel like a full year of a pandemic, like a 2021, it was it was the full year of the pandemic, right? I thought, over all the years that I've had like a movie podcast and with Sean Collier and talked about movies on this podcast, I thought that I would like consume more during the pandemic, especially new stuff. I didn't go to the theater, so I didn't see new stuff. Even when new stuff was streaming, I was very picky. Like there was stuff where I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm not spending my time watching that. You know what I mean? I gave way less chances on shit.
I found kind of similarly that I did not consume as much new stuff. I did a lot of like
Yeah, dude.
review of like great things. I
So
rewatched
much.
like I went through a period where I rewatched every 80s comedy that I grew up loving.
Oh shoot. I
I
think I did that.
I watched like When Harry Met Sally, and I watched Spaceballs, and I watched, I just went through City Slickers,
I think I mentioned to you I did that in a way where I would watch like all Arnold movies in like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dude, we're talking pandemic doing nothing. We're talking this was more 2020, I guess, maybe early 2021, or the first half of 2021, maybe. Like, oh yeah, dude, I would be like, all of Brian De Palma. You know what I mean? Like, hell, nerd alert. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I watched old stuff for nostalgia, but also for like research. I've been writing a lot. That's another 2021. I actually wrote a lot of things, content. I wrote a lot of things. And I watched some of my I watched all my favorite shows again. I ran through all of like Martin, all of In Living Color, all of Fresh Prince. I went through. So yeah, it was like old stuff because I didn't trust new stuff. But there was some good new stuff.
I just kind of wasn't in the mood to. I think watching all that new stuff would acknowledge that, like,
Time is passing.
that time is passing, and I just didn't really
I know.
want it to. But if I had to pick new stuff like this
Yeah.
year, movies,
Yeah, what you like?
Dune,
Okay.
Spider-Man 8.
Didn't see it yet, because I wanted to see it in the theater, and then it was the holidays, and
Managed to get to Spider-Man 8.
I know.
And
Jealous.
um
Spider-Man 8.
It's Spider-Man 8, man.
It is. Oh shit, Spider-Man 8.
Simple as that, Spider-Man 8.
Fast and the Furious is like, hold my beer.
Yeah. So that, and then everything else is on the worstest list. Like,
Yeah.
that was really what I had time for. Like,
I got 4 movies, dude. 4 that I liked. I used to come up with a top 10. I have 4. And this is literally, I watched all these in the last month. I can't remember anything anymore. I don't remember any new movies. I should have looked. I'm gonna be honest. West Side Story is one of the best movies I've ever seen. That was one of the movies I saw in the theater. Steven Spielberg's West Side Story is one of the best things I've ever seen. And I am not crazy about musicals. And that was unbelievable. So there's that. Also, not a huge fan of the Beatles. Not a huge fan, but respectable fan. And we talked a lot about this, but Peter Jackson's Get Back was pretty fascinating as a creative person and as a historical documentary. That was fantastic.
Really kind of blew the door off of a lot of Beatles myths.
I mean, it made me appreciate them a little bit more. I found out that I really like George Harrison more than I like the Beatles, music wise and personally. Yeah. Here's the other hot take. Halloween Kills was good. It was good. I got a Halloween poster right over here. It was good. And I know you're not crazy about horror.
I'm not. It's just not like I like a lot of. I like psychological. Like
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jacob's
horror
Ladder. Okay. I get it.
more than I like.
Sure.
Like horror.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. This was super slasher, but it's crazy that Danny McBride and his I think Jody Hill, his writing partner and director, did it together. I believe. I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. I don't. It's not Jody. Oh, anyway, comedians got to basically take over their favorite horror franchise and write some dope movies. So that's pretty dope. And I aspire to do that one day. Seriously, it would be amazing.
Comedians writing anything not comedy,
Killing it right now.
Is
Killing
great.
it right now. Because my next thing, Don't Look Up. Adam McKay, the former Saturday Night Live writer, wrote Step Brothers, directed Step Brothers, Talladega Nights. Yeah, he's writing things like The Big Short and Dick and Don't Look Up. And they're incredibly smart, highbrow satire.
Wait, did you say Dick?
Yeah, what was it?
You mean Vice?
Vice.
Dick was the movie.
Yeah, I know.
Dick was the movie with Kirsten Dunst and Michelle Williams about which
That's right.
It's actually still a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I don't remember it enough.
About Richard Nixon.
So funny. Yeah, Vice. Holy hell. That's my movies. Yeah. And then I'm gonna have to say my favorite album of the year. This is a big debate. According to Spotify, soul and hip hop were my top picks. And if you could guess what my favorite album of the year was, what would you?
That came out this year?
That came out this year. It's okay. I'll tell you.
I don't know, man.
Some people would say that it's Certified Lover Boy.
I don't know
by
what
Drake. It's Drake's new album. Come on, bro. It's okay. But it's not. It's Nas's King's Disease 2. It was incredible. That's all I'm saying. I just want to set the record straight. King's Disease 2 was incredible. He just came out with a new album. Nas is the king. That's all I'm saying. Drake who?
I can agree that Nas is the king.
Oh, I did discover through the Razor of the Wu-Tang Clan, I discovered Flatbush Zombies. Incredible, bro. Incredible hip hop. Anyway, that's my list. I'm out.
Is Flatbush Zombies like an offshoot of the Gravediggers? Is that why he's involved?
You might be right. I didn't even look into it. I literally just started listening to it. And I was
why don't you check that out? Because like
yeah. AZ.
Horror rap is not new to him.
That's true.
Anyway, my top album of the year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You buy album vinyl from people that no one knows.
That's pretty reductive, man.
Who is that?
These guys are pretty popular. This is The War on Drugs.
Oh, I have heard of that.
Yeah, and it's called I Don't Live Here Anymore. Hands down, one of the most beautiful records released in the last decade.
I wish I could play it out.
What do you mean?
I would play the song, out, but I can't.
But it's an incredible record. Highly recommend. It's like, I don't know, like Bob Dylan and Bruce Springsteen and Mark Knopfler just popped out a squid baby that could make beautiful, beautiful noise with a guitar. Like it's just really great songwriting. And so, you know, like if
I would
you
have
like,
I never found out about it. I don't seek out American folk.
it's not though.
No.
I say Bob
What is
Dylan
it?
and you immediately go to American folk.
Yep, that's what it is.
Bob Dylan has had a lot more electric guitar in his music than you think. And I also said Bruce Springsteen
Okay.
and Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. Come on,
My favorite is Bruce Springsteen's Christmas song.
man.
Merry Christmas, baby. Happy New Year, baby. Hey, Merry Christmas, baby. That's my favorite.
Do I ask Santa for a new saxophone?
Who love Christmas, baby? Oh.
Well, anyway,
I am gonna go listen to it now.
For the
discerning,
for the discerning music listener,
not
out there.
not Bruce Springsteen Christmas. I'm gonna go listen
to the new War on Drugs record.
Yes,
it's really good.
I'm in, dude. That's all the bestest I have, dude, and the worstest, other than the whole entire year and the insurrection and whatever, dude. I don't like. I didn't even because I was wondering, like, my wife. She's like, oh, are you gonna put on like this or anything like that? And I was like, no, I don't. And no,
like here's the thing.
Obviously, I don't.
The best of this year is everything that we've talked about. The worst of last year, everything else, literally everything else.
I'm saying, shit is wild out here in the streets. You know what I mean?
Here's to 2022.
Oh, 2022, guys. Hey, cheers to you, friends. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for supporting on Patreon. Hey, new Patreon supporter during the recording. Holler at your boy Justin. Thank you so much, bro. Seriously, I feel like Jim and Tammy Baker. We got one pledge. That was a movie I watched. It was great. You got to watch that.
Justin, we will all say our prayers.
Thank you so much, Justin. That $1, we're going to send that to heaven, Justin.
Praise Jesus.
Listen, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, starring Jessica Chastain and Spider-Man from 4, 5, and 6. Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 is in it. And he's very good. And Jessica Chastain plays Tammy Faye Baker. Amazing.
I call him Spider-Man 2 Part 4.
Spider-Man Part 1985B. What is it?
That's you know, there's Toby Spider-Man, Andy Spider-Man.
How funny of an Easter egg.
And Tommy Spider-Man. They're the Spider-Man brothers.
How funny would it be if there was an Easter egg where they showed up to see, I didn't see this new Spider-Man yet, where in a multiverse Biff shows up as Spider-Man. I got ideas like that all up my sleeve and in my brain, guys. I'm just saying. Follow your heart.
That sounds like it would be super popular.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah. What? Well. TikTok? I'm making a TikTok. Biff, Spider-Man. That's it. Somebody do a Biff. I can't do a Biff. Oh, I thought I told you to go to wax. That's all I got. That's it. That's all I have.